Hi, my friends. I got so busy yesterday doing stuff for school that I completely forgot about my book time. So today I have two stories for you to make up for yesterday. Now, my class is learning about transportation this week. Do you know what transportation is? It's all the different ways that people get themselves and their things places, from one place to the next. So cars, trains, trucks, planes, boats, all of those things are transportation, okay, are methods of transportation. So I have two books for you. One is called Freight Train by Donald Cruz, and one is called Airport by Byron Barton. So I think I will start with Airport. Look how cool these colors are on this plane. Planes are super big, and sometimes you don't even realize how big they are until you see how small the people are inside of them. Okay, Airport. In buses and in cars, people come to the airport. So the people in the bus are coming from, it's called a shuttle, and they're coming from maybe where they parked. They had to park farther away at the airport, and you take a little bus to get to where you're going. So there's lots of different ways that we can get dropped off at the airport. They come to fly in big jet planes. In the waiting room, they sit and wait. Hello. Now that's the hardest part to me of traveling by plane, is the sitting and the waiting to get going, while outside their planes get loaded and checked. So before a plane goes anywhere, they always check to make sure that all of the parts are working and everything is safe. The people here are loading cargo into the plane, so the suitcases and stuff, sometimes you see that on like a little ramp getting loaded up. Suitcases go into the cargo hold, which is right here, so all of your luggage goes underneath where you're sitting. Fuel goes inside the wings. So the words up here is the toilet, so the bathroom in the plane. The kitchen, which is a teeny tiny space. It's not really like a full kitchen. They probably just have things that are like a little refrigerator to keep some things cold, but it's not like stove, dishwasher, sink sort of thing. Passenger compartment, so this is where all the people sit. The lounge and the pilot's cockpit. Now, lounge is not, like most of the planes that you're going to be on won't have things like that. If you're on a plane that's traveling really far, they might have spaces like that. Most of the time, say you're just flying to Florida, you're not really going to have a plane with a lounge. Then the people go on board. They go inside and find their seats. This is a very big plane. Most planes don't have that middle part. The last plane I flew on had just 2 seats on one side and 3 seats on the other side, and not this middle part. Up front in the cockpit, the pilots get ready. Look at all of these instruments and this giant panel of electronics that the pilots have to know about. There's a lot of parts on a plane that you need to know about if you're going to fly it. The control tower radios when all is clear. So the people in the control tower, it's called air traffic control, and they sit up in a big tower, and they are in charge of all the comings and goings of the planes. They tell planes when it's safe to land, they tell planes when it's safe to take off, and they make sure that none of those planes bump into each other, right? It's not like a car that you can drive around something really easily. These planes are huge. They don't They move fast, but they can't change direction quickly. Buckle your seatbelt, the flight attendant says. The big plane starts rolling slowly to the runway. Control tower to pilot, all clear for takeoff. The runway is super long because the plane takes a long time to gain enough speed so that it can take off into the air. They roar down the runway faster and faster. Then up in the air. They are on their way. Right, so this is about all the steps in an airplane. Now this one is a super cool book called Freight Train by Donald Cruz. This is a book that's been around for a long time. Lots of children have enjoyed this book. I think, let's see. Yep, this book came out in 1978. So I was a little girl then, and I might have enjoyed this book when I was small. A train runs across this track. The train track, super flat, isn't it? Red caboose at the back. Orange tank car next. Yellow hopper car. The hopper cars don't have lids on them. They can just pile stuff up into them. Green cattle car. Blue gondola car, purple box car. Now the box cars are all closed up so that they have these big sliding doors on the side, and they can put all kinds of things in there to get those things from one place to the next. A black tender, that's where the coal is. This is a coal engine, which is not what most of our trains are now. A black steam engine. So, did you notice that there's no people? No spots for people on this train? This isn't a passenger train. It's a train to move important things across the country. So tank, they might have, I don't know, fuel or oil of some kind in there. This isn't a passenger train for people to be on. The caboose would have some people in it. Some of the people who drive the train might be resting back there. And then the caboose is where the conductor or the person who drives the train is sitting. Freight train. So that's what you call this kind of train. Not a passenger train, but a freight train. Freight is all the stuff that we might move from one place to the next. Moving. Look at how cool that is. Do you see? It's blurry, which means that it's moving super fast. Going through tunnels. Going by cities. Still flying by. Crossing trestles. What do you think a trestle is? If you look at this, it's a kind of bridge, isn't it? With a train, the train tracks cross a special bridge. The train couldn't go down, down, down into that valley and then up, up, up. It needs to go across. Moving in darkness, moving in daylight, going, gone. All you see on this page is just a little bit of smoke. So that train, it whooshed on by and it's going to deliver some important things to someone. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow. I think I'll have time for something tomorrow. I won't forget. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.